Oh, alrighty then. Well, Bane jumps on real soon. Oh.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How's quarantine?
It's all right. Just another day at the office.
You at your house?
Yeah,
It's a good solid wall behind you.
it's my YouTube spot.
Oh, I got you. I knew that wall looked familiar.
Right. So I got my stand-up desk right here, and yeah, it's where that action happens.
Bang Tech, right?
Yeah, I'll do other stuff here too. It's my cleanest spot to where I can make it look like it's actually clean in my house.
Yeah, you're definitely better lit than I am. Looking at my camera, and I'm like, man, I look dark. Like, where's the sunlight?
Yeah,
Sheesh.
I got a window on each side of me basically, so that helps out a lot. Plus, I remember that tip. I don't know if I said it on one of our live streams before, but um, I replace like in my living room, my office area, my bedroom. I put all day white light bulbs in it, so that way it's always. It's telling me to join. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like the invite just came through again.
Oh,
It's weird. Anyways, I changed it to day white light bulbs so that way it's nice and bright and has that nice clean color that comes off those light bulbs.
well,
So if I ever want to film somewhere,
I got lights, I got a skylight, I got a window, and I still look like I'm in the shadows. There we go. Maybe we should do that more often.
put your hat backwards.
Yeah. Hey guys. Here.
Yeah, you got to get a light that's like at your where your monitors are.
Yeah, in front of me. I've been thinking about getting one of those circular lights sitting it right there.
The
See all
ring
the
lights.
people doing their TikTok videos with it, the light in front of them.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, I figured today since you're quarantined yourself, figured today go about working from home. How's that how's that treating you? How are you doing that? How you? I'll throw in my 2 cents too because when all this coronavirus stuff happened, I realized how boring my life is because I changed nothing. I still don't really meet with people. Man, I do, but I really don't. I already was using Zoom. I was really used.
Right.
Everyone was freaking out trying to figure out how to use Zoom and work from home, and I was already doing it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't much of a change, anyways, because I'm a home-based business at the moment, and we homeschool our kids. So it was like less meetings in person with people. Like that was the biggest change. Of course, like events and weddings and things like that all got postponed or canceled. But as far as like everyday function, uh, there wasn't much that changed. So I was already used to it.
Everyday function. That's for sure. Yeah, stuff getting. I mean, canceled.
Although it's like I can only take so much being at the same place for an extended amount of time. Like I, I'm ready to get out of the house, kind of stuff, at a certain point. So that's the way my mentality is.
I I have an office for 2 reasons. So like working from home, or if you're forced to work from home for business, it can be an interesting. What's funny, it can be an interesting transition. But then again, a lot of these companies that didn't think they can do it. You'd be surprised at how much you can work from home, what can be
I
done.
want to say like I saw a post or article. It was probably back in April or May kind of time framing, but the what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not the word I'm thinking or trying to think of, but like the shininess of working in a downtown metropolitan office um, kind of wore off. And so like a lot of like brokers, a lot of office type mentality or office type setups, they saw that they could get their jobs done from their house. And so imagine saving that rent or even mortgage kind of payment kind of stuff to where you don't have to spend that monthly fee and still get the job done, and you get to keep that money versus paying like thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm talking about like New York City level type stuff, to where office space or any kind of space in those kind of areas are very hard to find for one, and then two, you're going to be paying a ton of money for it. So um, I remember just seeing a report about how working from home has its benefits
Mm-hmm.
and how you can save some money that way. Um, to me, it actually, I, I like working from home, but at the same time, there's parts of my business that I just need to, like I fit a glass ceilings where I just need to have another space. So I'm working on trying to find something like that. But even though when I get a dedicated space, I don't plan on being there like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday kind of thing. Like maybe have some office hours like Monday through Wednesday is like my studio time. And then Thursday, Friday, just kind of up in the air. I could still get the studio, but kind of make it to where I can potentially work from home, or that's where I set up like filming or shoots and things like that, to where I can kind of structure my work a little bit more. So um, like the downside to the house side of stuff is that it can be really hard to get into routine, or it's
Mm-hmm.
harder to be disciplined, I would say is the best way to put it. So you got to like still safeguard yourself from that kind of stuff, because it's really easy to just sleep in, to not get stuff done, to get distractions. And it's not like anything against family and stuff, but if you're trying to get things done, it can be difficult at times when chaos might be happening in the house, but you're needing to make phone calls, you're needing to be on the phone with stuff where you can't be like distracted or asked. And like for especially in the creative work and world and realm, it's like we have to be in a mindset of creativity. It just doesn't naturally happen, or we can't just flip a switch kind of thing. And so like if I'm in a groove, if I'm in an editing mode or whatever you want to call it, if the juices are flowing kind of stuff, if I'm interrupted, like it could totally spoil the rest of the that session or sitting of trying to get something done. So that's a that especially I would say more so in the video world, um, to where I'm trying to create something, I'm trying to create storylines and things like that. Photography, I can have a little bit of distractions because I'm just kind of editing and cleaning up stuff versus trying to
Mm-hmm.
make something from nothing kind of deal. um, so like, I mean, photography, when I'm editing that kind of stuff, like I actually kind of, it's a nice way to break up the monotony sometimes, or break up the, not monotony, that's the bad way to put it, but like if I'm only doing video, like I have to listen to that stuff at all times. But if I'm doing photography, I could listen to music, I could listen to podcasts, I could do that kind of stuff, and still get my work done. So that's like what the experience is like, at least in the creative mindset when you're trying to get stuff done. And with that saying, like working at home, I would say that you know, setting up boundaries with your family, or whoever you're living with, to say like, you know, if I'm blocking out this time to get some work done, that's when I need to not be distracted. So like emergencies only kind of stuff. If you can handle it, try to not um, distract me or disturb me while I'm trying to work. A
So
little
you
trick, a trick I've learned. So, and I learned this when I was actually still in college. So I was working full time day job. Then I was getting my degree, um,
where you go to school?
basically at nighttime. So I was full time school, full time working, all that kind of stuff. But the thing that helped me not get distracted by others is putting headphones in. So so if you put, it's kind of
Or
like if
pretend
you're
you have
at,
headphones in.
right, and there'd be times like I'd have my headset on, but I wouldn't even be listening to anything. But
I
it
do that a
prevented
lot.
people from go, yeah, it prevented people from coming up to me, like kids or whatever, to ask me something. So it's that's a little trick that you could probably try at home. It's kind of like that mentality. It's like if you're at a, you know, you're flying on a plane, or if you're in a subway, someone's got earbuds in or a headset on, like you don't talk to them, because like that's a like the universal sign, like I don't want to be disturbed. So,
Yeah. With me, so when I started Pathfinder Digital Marketing, I just started it in my house. Libraries, restaurants, a lot of coffee shops. I hung out a lot at not Middle City Coffee, that coffee place by
Bane.
Flowers Hospital. Um,
Oh, Dakota.
Dakota. That's practically where my business started. Was in Dakota. And I actually closed my first deal at Atlanta Bread. So it's sad that they closed. A little sentimental value there for that restaurant.
Yeah, I had quite a few contracts signed over at Atlanta Bread.
And when I started it, like a lot, like when people has had to force themselves to work from home, like, oh, distraction. And part of it, it's great and all, but it's having that separation in the house. So I have a little kid, and he would just want to be with me, want to distract me, want to be there. So and it was really hard to get into that work mode and then leave the work mode because there was no separation. It was, oh, I'm still at the house. I'm just here, type of deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I see that's a struggle.
Yeah,
Dressing
the
up,
work-life
getting ready.
balance is hard.
Yeah, the work life is really, really hard. So I guess you can say I am that business owner that got the office in downtown Dothan, you know.
Yeah, honestly, like talking to the work-life balance subject, that's another big reason why I want to get a studio space, because I want to leave work at work, and when I'm home. But like when
Yeah,
I'm home, and like if I'm idle in any way, and if I'm not getting something done, like I feel like I'm not being productive, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's actually a huge reason why I want to get a studio space, so that way I can,
it's
just like I said, leave work at work, and when I'm home, I'm focused on the family and whatever's going on there.
well due to my lawyer's consulting. He had me go ahead and get an office space because it's easier to prove the office space and get the deductions for that than it is at your house. Is how you explain it to me, type of deal. So I did get this as well for that. I love my office space. I'm dead center Foster Street in the middle of Dothan. I'm 15 minutes from anywhere I need to be.
Right.
Um, so I mean, it is nice. I like being able to walk downtown and take a break from the computer, but that drive home, what sucks about my industry is that I have to forcibly shut my phone off. So after 5 o'clock, unless you're my mom, you can't get a hold of me because I
Right.
could almost run my entire company off this device. I don't really
Right.
need a desktop computer. And so
Yeah.
I would be home and, I sound like a bad parent, but my kid be doing something and my phone would ding off, be working, I would address it and I'd be there instead of paying attention to my kid. And I gotta stop doing this because in the digital marketing world, my industry is 24/7. I
Yeah.
got work. I can
It's
do
not
it. I
too
can
much
just do
different
it.
on my end too, because like a lot of the inquiries that come through are usually in the evening hours, like emails or Facebook messages and stuff like that. So um, if it's
Or you get
put
that
it this way,
one, or you
like
get
on
that one
Facebook.
a-hole on a YouTube video. There's a comment, and you're like, I gotta respond to this now. Screw this guy at 8 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
most of like I try to have a little bit of a balance to where like I'm not responding right away as much as possible, so that way I don't want clients to feel like I'm just at their disposal whenever they want.
Yeah.
I am reachable, put it that, but I still have to put up boundaries too. But the thing with Facebook though is like they give you the rating of like being responsive or not. So it's like if you reach out
Yeah.
on Facebook, you're gonna get
Exactly.
a quicker response, because I want that response time as fast as
You
possible.
want that green
But
check mark on your Facebook page that says you're
mhm,
responsive.
right, but
10 minutes or
emails,
less,
text
whatever it is.
messages, yeah, emails and text messages, they might get a little bit delayed to where, oh, this can be handled tomorrow, or just wait another hour to where it's it's not going to be interrupting anything else. So, but yeah, dude, I gotta get going. It's I got other stuff to get. So speaking of appointments and stuff, I picked up a gig last minute for this evening, so
Good
it'll be
job.
the end of the quarantine tonight. So,
Well, as usual, for those watching, we are committed to bringing you content every Wednesday, help us out, give us some comments, questions. I got a couple guest speakers down the road. So when Bane and I, hopefully next week, we'll probably do this and meet in person. But other than that, Bane, take care, be healthy, strong, and we'll be posting this. Take care.
All right. See
Bye.
ya.